What motivates women to launch their own companies? What traits do they believe are most responsible for their success? Women who succeed in business have the willingness to work hard and take risks. They have the ability to persevere in times of crisis and navigate the bumps in the road they will undoubtedly face. Welcome to the Resilience 30 Women Awards 2022 by Hapa and Shanghai Media on Hapa TV, where extraordinary stories are shared. The Resilience 30 Women Awards was created to celebrate women who deserve recognition and strength, courage and resilience. Their perseverance and determination and ability to bounce back from the recent global pandemic is a compelling value that must be recognized and celebrated. I'm Jennifer Ong, and my guest today is a mother of one teenager who loves seeing transformation in people. She started her career in property management and ventured into entrepreneurship some 12 years ago. She's the founder of Posh Nail Spa, and what is interesting about her is she is what we call an accidental entrepreneur. She was first a customer of a nail salon, and she ended up buying over the business. Now, how many of us as entrepreneurs started business this way? Let's hear more from her, and let us welcome Sereen Eng, founder of Posh Nail Spa, on Hapa TV.
Hi.
Hi,
and
Sereen.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, thank you so much for coming on our show. And I was so excited to actually hear your story. You know, how many of us, have this opportunity to actually go somewhere as a customer and then end up buying over the business. So I'm really, really interested to know, how did that happen?
Okay. So it started at about 2010. At that time, manicure and pedicure was not very popular in Malaysia. So there was very limited nail salons around. And if you look at me, I don't have the best body shape. I don't have the best skin. But I will always have my nails on point. Right. So that was why my love for nails was so overwhelming that I had to go and get my nails done every week. And that's also a way for me to find confidence in myself. Yeah, so it started as a weekly thing, and then the owner became very close to me, and then she had some issues and had to let go her business.
Right.
So I was the first choice.
Right.
I discussed with my husband, and then we decided to take it up as a challenge, and it started from there.
Right, but you were from property management, right? And what was it that was in you at that time that drove you to say, okay, let's take this business? Because property and nails, Sereen, I mean, they're like chalk and cheese.
It was a very impulsive decision, to be very honest, because at that time I thought that for me at that age of about 23, 24 years old, owning a nail salon is a very glamour thing to me. That's what I thought at that time, but it was a very naive decision. And when I was on board, then only I realized that no way, I had to be personally involved. I have to invest my time to make the business work.
Right. And what was the initial journey like? I mean, what were the challenges that you had to go through? I mean, this is a business. It's not like you're going into it as a as an employee or as someone who is learning. Yeah. So taking over a business of something you don't know.
So wow. I thought that's what I thought, because the business was already ongoing. So I just invested in the business, and then the business will still go on as it is. Yeah. But then I realized that it wasn't that way, because first of all, the staff knew that I wasn't from this background, and they were giving me a lot of suggestions and ideas which was not for the good of the company, but for their own interests. I found it the hard way later. For example, they will tell me that, weekends, a lot of people are on family day, and then they don't really come and do their nails, so we are very free. I think we should close on weekend. But then it's because they wanted to be free on their weekends, right? So that was one of the things. Right. And then they would recommend me to buy products that was unnecessary. So sooner or later, I found that something was not right. The business was not growing. So I dipped into the business and took a look myself. Right. Only then I realized that there were so many issues which I was not aware. Then I decided that I couldn't just let it like that, because I'm the kind of person that if I start something, I must make sure it works. Part of it is because ego also.
Right.
I start this thing, I have to see it through. So then I decided that, okay, I'm going to take the intensive crash course to learn everything about the industry.
Right.
I went into how to do the basic manicure and pedicure.
Right.
I had to learn everything from A to Z. Customer service, I was doing the hiring, I was doing the firing, I was doing the payroll, everything under the sky I was doing on my own. And I was learning everything from ground up.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So it is important, isn't it? It's so important to actually know the business or know the industry, the in and out of it, before you actually step foot into it. But, you know, salute to this woman who actually buy over.
That's why it took me so long. Otherwise, maybe by the 5th year or 6th year, I would have made it to this far. But it took me 12 years to be where we are today.
Right, right. And now you have 3 outlets?
Yeah, we have 3 outlets. At one point, we had up to 6 outlets.
Right.
Because I was doing a lot of learning. It was really a journey for me. So at one point, I thought that as long as I have more outlets, it means more success. But it wasn't that way. Because when we have more outlets and I was not able to control the quality, I was not able to get the right staff members to come in, the business went downhill. And we were not making as much as we were when we were just like 2, 3 outlets.
Right.
Yeah. So I decided that I want to revamp the business model. We closed down 3 of the outlets and we focused on the 3 that was money making at that time.
Right. Yeah. And that was before COVID or after?
That was before COVID, luckily.
Okay. So how was it like for the nail business? We all know, right? The nail business, the beauty, the spa, they were like the last to be opened.
First to close, last to be open.
First to close, last to be open. So how is it like? You know, I mean, how did you keep the business going? What was running in your head? What was happening in your
at the beginning,
in your world?
We didn't expect it would be so long. So at the start, actually, we were taking it as a break because it was just after the peak season of Christmas and Chinese New Year. We were very, very busy at that time. And then come 18th of March, right? And then we had to close down. So, okay lah, maybe 1-2 weeks or something like that. We just take it as a break. So we were keeping ourselves busy. I was organizing a lot of internal training for my staff online. We were introduced to Zoom, working from home. But what do we know about working from home in a salon, right? Because the salon environment, there's no such thing as working from home. So the only thing we can do is trainings. We did a lot of our customer service trainings, our product trainings. And then days became weeks, weeks became months, and months came up to 2 years. So out of the 2 years, we were officially closed, not allowed to do business for 11 months.
Wow. So 11 months, no income?
Yeah, no income.
No income. So there was no way to
no official income because our income comes from servicing customers, you see. So there was no official income in performing the service, but we came up with some marketing ideas to sell products and credits while we were at home.
Right. So that sort of kept it going. And,
that helped us in our managing of the cash flow because we were still paying rents, even though with the 20-30% discount, we were still paying a lot for our SS2 outlet, Bukit Tungku and Taman Tun.
Oh,
so this 3 was taking up to about, it's definitely a 5-figure and above.
Right.
And then we had a team of, at that time, about 18 staff members.
And you kept all of them?
I kept most of them because most of them are very senior and been with me for many years. So I won't just abandon them because of COVID, right? So we continue to pay them their basic salary.
Right.
And it was a blessing in disguise because when we were finally allowed to reopen, I found out that a lot of other salons who decided to let go their staff, they didn't have anybody to reopen with them.
Right.
So it was a blessing for us because when we were announced to reopen, we could go back full force.
Right.
Yeah, so we picked up quite fairly fast as well after we reopened. Yeah.
What was your biggest learning? Biggest learning in the whole 2 years of COVID in your business? Yeah, in the context of the nail salon business. What was your biggest learning?
I think our biggest support come from our customers during that time. When we launched the credits, the buy now, use later, we launch it and then we blast it to our customers, the response was overwhelming. We didn't expect that because I'm sure everybody was going through challenges at that time, and we really didn't expect that it will be so overwhelming. We were able to collect a 6-figure sale, which was very, very amazing, and it helped us through during the many months of closure. And I think the biggest learning from this experience is that we really have to focus on building relationships. Our customer relationship is very strong, and that's also one of the reasons why we received that kind of response during the time. Support.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's really important about one of the key things in business is really building rapport and building relationship with not just your team but your customers.
Correct.
And who travels with you during ups and downs are those that has really strong bond of relationship, right? Especially in the beauty line. I mean, everyone wants to be beautiful. Everyone wants to stay beautiful. But the choices are there. I mean, there's so many choices. There was the other thing that I wanted to also find out. There's so many beauty salons. There's so many nail salons. What makes Posh Nail Spa so different? How do you keep that USP of Posh Nail Spa going?
Okay, first of all, we focus a lot of resources in training.
Okay.
Because we believe in the customer experience. So when customers come in, we start them with the 5 senses experience. There will be the scent, what they see, what they hear, what they touch, and what they feel. So we bring them through the 5 senses journey, and we make it memorable for them, and having them wanting to come back for more.
That's so nice. You know what? Anything to do with the sensors thing. Like reminds me of going to the spa and getting that scent and all. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to go and look for Sereen after this, and
welcome.
Go to one of your outlets, because I think you're right. Nails is also a very important part of confidence in a woman. Part of the beauty regime. And
it's something that you can beautify almost immediately. You go into the salon, 1 hour, come out, your nails is beautiful already. Your nails is beautiful already.
Yeah, there's 2 things I've noticed the last 10 years that women cannot live without. One is the extension eyelashes, and one is nails, beautiful nails. So yes, definitely. I wish you all the best, Sereen. And thank you very much for joining us. So thanks to Sereen for sharing her journey with us. I'm sure her journey will inspire you to pursue your passion. And remember, to find out more about the industry and the business before you hop right in. As what Hillary Clinton said, you have just one life to live. It's yours. Own it, claim it, live it, and do the best you can. So keep reaching for the sky and never stop trying. Thank you so much for joining us on Hapa TV. Follow us for more empowering stories and some of the most amazing women sharing, all their successes and learning points, and that's exactly what we all need to do. Women support women. So stay tuned, stay safe, and see you again soon.